It's week 4 of the NFL, and it's presented by EA Sports. It's the Steelers and the Colts, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 25.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home.
It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. One touchdown pass. He didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Levis back to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Looking for Traylon Burks that time. And it's third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Back to throw, it's Levis. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. Here's Tommy Townsend on the punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there, and they're able to come up with the first down.
Quick throw into the hands of Pittman. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Steelers' 44-yard line.
Downs going in motion right. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. This defense for the Steelers, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. They give to Taylor out of the gun. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 8 carries, 54 yards, and a touchdown.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
Richardson. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Here's
Richardson to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 13-yard line.
Stays up, and he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Anthony Richardson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Off the play fake, Levis. This one downfield to Burks. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up 2nd down. Robinson on a give right side. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's Levis. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Zaire Franklin. Down to the 10, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Fall off a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
Gay is on for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They find themselves in a good-size hole here, and a good-size hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. So the pick six, and now Levis right back to the air. Open man is Jerron Jennings. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Now Levis. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Levis looking to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Levis sets up to throw here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a 1st down.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Fryermuth. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 7. Now again, it's Levis looking to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Robinson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation, because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now. 2nd
drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Yeah, they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. It's caught. Mitchell. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
On 4th down, the Colts will call on Rigoberto Sanchez for the punt. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Levis. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Levis to throw it. On the out route, he's got Burks. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. On the give, here's Robinson. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Here now, 2nd and 4. They'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll set up to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down. Slant route, and he's got Freiermuth. And Freiermuth going to have a Steelers first down as he's brought down at the 16. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And a broken tackle could not free him. Taken down right at the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Juwan Jennings from 10 yards out. And the Steelers have cut it back within a score. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. A 10-play drive that time, and it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge, because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. Now it's Richardson. That went out wide and intercepted. Picked up by Joey Porter Jr. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll throw it again with Levis. And he comes back with one complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Boswell's kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Richardson. Out to the right and complete to Pittman. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone. And the
Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Colts going to take over on offense to begin this 3rd quarter. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And fights through 1 man. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And this will be swung out. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So that is not the way you want to begin the half when you're only up by one score. A turnover right away.
And my guess that in the locker room, that's what the defensive coordinator of the other side was saying. We've got to find a way to get the football back for our offense. And they were able to do it.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2.
Their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Now a 2nd and 6. They'll run this one right with Robinson.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime makes had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Dio Odengbo drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Boswell's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Colts offense and Anthony Richardson ready for this next possession. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. There, Richardson back to throw it. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 1. Play action. Now Richardson. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. First and 10, Taylor now.
And he'll be taken down at the 34.
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. Now 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On the draw is Taylor. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And it's caught. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Josh Downs from 21 yards away. And the Colts have retaken a third-quarter lead. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's now a 21-16 lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Steelers offense and quarterback Will Levis ready to go to work once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. Levis from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Levis back to throw. A short one there to Freiermuth. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Back to throw, it's Levis. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Levis to throw once more. He gets it to Burks again. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Levis looking to throw. He's got his man. That's the rookie from Florida State. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Hand off now to Robinson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. They run. Robinson. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. Here's Levis. Yeah, to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
But if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row. I think that's a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Boswell's kick is good, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit. Because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads or start to cut the tape off. Because if you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there with renewed vigor, for lack of a better term, and also a good plan. They need points, and they need them now.
And Taylor going to pick up the Colts first down as the tackle going to be made up at the 37. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Holding offense.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Brings up second down at the 30-yard line.
Again, it's Taylor. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Steelers offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. Levis. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Levis sets up to throw here. And they'll get him down here at the 23. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Levis out of the gun on third down. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Quiddy Pay picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and they will take over 1st and 10. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Richardson looking to throw this. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Here's Richardson to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Quick throw there is incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Richardson. Out route to Hill, complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
He was brought down by Sean Murphy-Bunting. Now a 2nd and 10. They run once more with Taylor. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to at least make it a 5-point cushion. Gay's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And able to get this out to the 25. So now the Steelers down by 5. A little under a minute 50 remaining. Their perfect start to the season in jeopardy unless they can score here as they've got it 1st and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Levis to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. He's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off?
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Levis. That's caught by Jennings. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Being chased out, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Down to a knee goes Richardson, and that should finish off this victory. Well, we all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time, close at half.